Captain Chris Sukach.
And I'm Tech Sergeant Jon LaDue, and you're watching Spotlight East Africa.
Soldiers from Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa recently participated in a communications exercise with their Japanese counterparts. The Djibouti Allied Communication Exercise tested the capability of coalition partners in the region to speak to one another with radios in the event of a natural or man-made disaster. The soldiers of the 1st Battalion 63rd Armor Regiment were able to align signals and frequencies and successfully communicated with their Japanese counterparts by radio. The exercise reinforced communication methods between the nation's militaries.
The U.S. is planning additional communications exercises with the Djiboutian and French forces as well. Major General Terry Ferrell recently took over CJTF-HOA and has a plan for the way ahead. General Ferrell sat down with the Deputy Director of Public Affairs to discuss the mission going forward. Here's a look at our newest segment, From the Top.
As Commander, you've spearheaded some changes since you've been here, and one of those changes was to change the wording of our mission and vision. Now, those aren't just words. I suspect that you might want some action out of that as well. What should the members of CJTF-HOA think and do with these changes in words?
Well, you're right. There has been a change to the mission statement. There's a change to the vision, and you got to start with the vision. The vision says that we are an operational headquarters that is focused on countering violent extremists across East Africa and our footprint, but specifically in Somalia, working with our partner nations and those that are contributing to the fight daily, and then working mill to mill and actually building capacity with those partners and protecting the national interests of the United States of America. The mission statement solidifies that. It tells us that, hey, look, we are to support military operations of those partner nations that are focused on countering violent extremist organizations, specifically in Somalia, but across the East African AO that we are responsible for. And then really dive into the mill-to-mill training to facilitate their preparedness of those countries that are contributing to that fight as they prep to go into combat operations there, and for future, building that capacity so that we have those relationships established, and it betters the government, it betters their country, and it betters that military relationship that we're here to establish. And in the long term, it allows us to establish a cohesion and a means to build relationships that will give us a long-term capability here to defeat al-Shabaab that is in Somalia, but the al-Qaeda impacts across East Africa. And that's really what we have to do in this organization.
The official mission and vision statement can be found on the CJTF-HOA website. The web address will be listed at the end of the show. Cadets from the U.S. Army Reserve Officer Training Corps recently met with members of CJTF-HOA during a visit to Camp Lemonnier. The cadets who are assigned to U.S. Army Africa discussed policy, observed civilian and military operations, and had the opportunity to enhance partnerships in the region. The cadets will also visit Zambia, Uganda, and Lesotho.
In this week's Photos from the Horn, Staff Sergeant Jonathan Young takes us back to earlier this year, where through his time-lapse photos, we see the offload of some rather large equipment. Airmen stationed out of Las Vegas, Nevada, unload 3 HH-60 Pavehawk helicopters from a C-5 Galaxy in Djibouti, Africa. The airmen assigned to the 303rd Expeditionary Rescue Squadron are supporting Combined Joint Task Force Horn of Africa by conducting personnel recovery missions throughout the region.
Next, service members from around the camp have messages for family and friends back home.
Hi, I'm HM3 Douglas. I am currently deployed to Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti, Africa, and I'm stationed in Parris Island, South Carolina. I'd love to give a shout out to my wife and my son, Stephanie and Connor, and my brothers and sisters, mom, dad, and family members. Hi, and I'll see you guys next month, hopefully, on R&R.
I'd like to say hello to my lovely and beautiful wife, Annie Newsom, and my 3 beautiful children, Ashley, Anais, and Adriana. I love you and miss you, and look forward to being home with you soon.
Greetings from Camp Lemonnier, Djibouti. I would like to give a shout out to my 3 sons, Chris, Nathaniel, and Cameron. Also to my beautiful wife who's been holding it down since I've been gone. I love you guys, and I will be home soon.
And that concludes our newscast. For Combined Joint Task Force, Horn of Africa Public Affairs, I'm Tech Sergeant Jon LaDue.
And I'm Captain Chris Sukach. Thanks for watching, and tune in next time to Spotlight East Africa.